Hi guys, welcome again to Nikon's episode 2 of talking about Hearthstone. Today I'm going to make a hunter deck. So, and it's known as Face Hunter. If you haven't heard of Face Hunter before, basically everything goes straight to the face. So I'm going to start off building this deck with 100's mark. What else? Let's see. What else could we put in there? One abusive sergeant, two leopard genomes, two of these. Now this is where my deck gets a little bit different than other decks. Um, for the likes of Face Hunter, I'm going to put Bear Trap, Explosive Trap, and Snake Trap. These three combinations are very good in the likes of Face Hunter decks, and I would recommend using them in your deck. What else to put in my deck? So I'm going to put some quick shots in there. And moving on, I'm going to put two Iron Isles. These Iron Isles are really good for the likes of breaking down of Sludge Belcher and any taunts. It's basically blocking the way to face. So that's why I kind of have two of these plus the Hunter's Mark in case of anything big that drops on the board. I can just literally clear it straight away. And the next two cards will be Knife Juggler. These really work well with Snake Hunter or Snake Trap. I do apologize. It's pretty good and also work well with like Bear Trap and any combinations. Two Mad Scientists. Let me see, two Eagle Horn Bows, two Animal Companions, two Kill Commands, two Unleash the Hounds, and what else? We'll put some Arcane Golem in there. And Urgent Horse Rider. And last but not least is Leroy Jenkins. Now, this is a pretty aggro deck, and what I mean by aggro deck, everything is pretty aggressive, and basically is very strong in nature in this type of deck, and can be pretty vital. Every card here is pretty much vital for Face Hunter. I'm just going to change the name of my deck to Face Hunter so that I know what it is, so I don't get mixed up. But if you're going to use like combos in this deck, I would advise of having at least a Snake Trap on board before you put the likes of Knife Hunter out. Or if you want to use a Knife Hunter, you can use it with the likes of your Unleash the Hounds is really good as well. So, don't be afraid to change up your deck as well if you think it needs it. Because the meta can change at the very start of it. So don't be discouraged if the deck doesn't win first time out. It just means the meta hasn't really settled yet. So don't be afraid to change up your deck a bit if the likes of aggro doesn't work. So because as the meta will change from aggro to control to mid range, and all them decks will cancel each other out. So don't worry if your deck doesn't work straight away. Just don't worry. And if you feel if anything, even in my deck, if you feel like anything needs to be changed, don't be worried about changing something. But just if you're going to change something, change it with a something with a similar drop with the likes of Leopard Genome. You could change one of these for another abusive sergeant, and that would basically be the same drop as a number one drop. So basically, you can use it more an advantage when you get rid of like a two drop or a one drop, that kind of way. But other than that, this deck will work pretty consistently, and should break down pretty heavy decks very fast in the first, say, the first 4 or 5 rounds. Leroy Jenkins is sort of your backup if he gets. Well, it's not backup, but it's like your ultimate combo card. You can use the likes of Abusive Sergeant with it and just go straight to the face. It's in taking that there's no taunts on board. But as I said, your deck might not always work at the start of a new season, and don't be discouraged if your deck doesn't work straight away. Always feel free to change your deck up, and always switch around, mess around with your deck. Also, you could also put in this deck, instead of Snake Trap, is, I'll show you now, is Haunted Creeper. It works pretty well. It really works pretty well. Like, and when the Lexus Standard comes in, you won't be able to use this card anymore, unfortunately, and it will affect majorly the likes of Mad Scientist and other cards in your deck, which will there make the likes of Haunted Creep null and void for the likes of Face Hunter. But Face Hunter should be still pretty much viable, depending on what new cards come in. It's hard to know. But with that being said, I think if you like this deck and you would like to see more of these type of decks, not specifically Face Hunter, in my next episode I will show you how the likes of this does on the ladder, and I will show you how to build your own, the likes of your own Mech Mage if that interests you, and I will show you the how to build your Flood Mage or your Flood Warlock, which works extremely well. I can't even say how much it works well on the current meta at the minute, but that may change with the new standard and wild coming. It may work better than in the wild than standard, so it's kind of a wait and see process. But if you like that, I will make more decks in future, as I said. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll chat to you all soon again. Thanks for watching.